Well, hi my friends. Today a little review, sort of presentation of a rake knife. This is Ruike P128sf, and the reason I bought this knife was actually this one, the Ruike Fang P105Q is the number, and I didn't know anything about rake knives until I bought this one, and I really liked it. It is, you can watch my review on it, smooth, nice, very nice knife. So I got a bit of a fancy for the rake knives, and I figured why not try some more. So I got this Ruike P128sf, and I'll just show it off and tell you a little bit about it, and then you decide if it's something for you. As we can see, we have a sort of harpoon shape blade, a little bit of swedge here, a flat grind, and a very sharp knife. The finish is satin finish on the blade and even on the handle, because well, the colors are more or less the same. The handle is stainless steel, which makes this knife a bit of a heavy knife, but not that heavy. I think around 5.5 ounces, 180-90 grams. I'll put all the specs as usual in the end of my video and show you the length and width and weight and so on. As I told you, nice blade here, flipper tab, a little bit rough on the edges, but very much okay. If we look at the handle, we can see it has some nice chamfering here and here. They really did a bit of work on the design and the finish on it. As you can see, there's also some chamfering here around the place you put your index finger. And if we look at the back side, it's a bit busier. We have a pocket clip, relatively deep carry. Some space for what do we call it, pockets with a lot of seam, but not so nice, that the screws are not recessed inside, but I think you can carry it quite deeply anyway. And we have a lock for the blade here, which is also lock bar stop. On the blade we can see that the steel is 14C28N. Fit and finish on this one. Well, as you might see, it has some not rounded but not sharp edges on the blade, and as I was telling you, there's a bit of swedges on the handle, on both front and back, and everything is flush in the back spacer and so on. The only thing that I find a bit annoying is that although they did a lot of grinding and what do we call it, grinding on the handle, they didn't do the last thing and round this edge off. It does when you handle it, or especially perhaps if you fidget with it, it tends to bite a bit in the edges. I think they could have done more here to round these edges just a little bit, because they obviously did a lot, and it just needs, I think it's a bit sharp here. That annoys me a bit, because it is definitely a knife that is thought through, but when you put it in some positions like the push cut and the reverse push cut, it doesn't feel that bad. It's just when you open it, you tend to have an edge that bites your hand a bit. It is on ball bearings, and the action is absolutely amazing, like it is on most rake knives. Compared to the Fang here, I'll just put it a bit away so that doesn't confuse anything. Compared to that, the detent is a bit better on this one. A little bit. Not that the Fang has a bad detent, it is just a bit soft. On this one, it is very okay, very not hard, but harder than the other one, and I think I tend to like it a bit more. Of course, that helps with the action as well, which is it just flies out. It is an amazing action, and it just falls shut as well. So I really enjoy this knife. Compared to the Fang knife, it is a bit different, a little more rough around the edges, but still, no doubt, it is a rake knife. Very nice details, and very, what do you say, very machined. They didn't just put out a knife, they really went the extra mile for some design and some nice features. Overall, I like this knife a lot. I haven't been able to carry it that much because I had some other knives that just begged for some more pocket time, but I have used it a bit, and apart from that little issue with the edges, I really enjoy it, and I think it's gonna be one of those that I'll return to again and again. Not exactly a gentleman's folder perhaps, because it is a little bit big for that, but still very beautiful, very beautiful knife that I think you could carry on any occasion, but still, at least in my country, maybe a bit threatening because of the size, but then again, you can just keep it in your pocket, so no problem. Price is around 50 euro. I don't know what it would cost in the US, but around 50 euro. And it is a very nice knife for that price. So I can tell you, I definitely would recommend it. I like it very much, and I think this will be sort of a welcome inclusion in my collection, together with its brother, this rake knife here, this Fang here. As you can see, size more or less the same. If I should compare it to something else, it might be Kershaw injection free. So 3-inch knife, and this one is almost, it's about 4 inches or a little more. As I said, specs at the end of the video. I told you about ergonomics. To continue fit and finish, it is very well centered, as you might see. No problem. Well, the Ruike P128sf, very nice knife indeed, very beautiful, and with this I wish you a nice day, evening, whatever it is in your country. Bye bye.